Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 66, day 5, and of course today is a purple day. So, today we are going to be messing around with two main things. The first one being, of course, the Parrot. For any of you that didn't get the Parrot a while back, the Parrot is available again, of course. If we go under games and go under our thingy thing, our pet rescue, we do have the Parrot again. This was brought into the game last Talk Like a Pirate week, last year. Of course, we just had this a couple weeks ago for Talk Like a Pirate week. However, the one from last year ended up getting a pet, and this is that pet. And quite a few people probably don't have it, but now you do, so make sure to go do that, especially if you don't already have a copy of it. Though you still probably do it even if you do, just because free pet food. Plus, most people probably don't have this pet upgraded. Though, of course, one event isn't going to get it all the way upgraded, even if we got lucky. The best it's going to do is get a cosmetic pet to level 10, but still, get a little bit of progress on it, if nothing else, for some gems and orbs. But, yeah, the pet's around. Definitely make sure to go and do that before the end of today. I think you still have, like, about 7 more hours or so. We still have the flash offer going on, not exactly that worth it. However, it is the first time deeds have been buyable, so some people might consider it worth it. I would only really go for it if you specifically need the gems. If you need the gems, getting 2 magic deeds isn't that bad. But if you're spending $5 just to get 2 magic deeds, that is pretty bad value. That's $2.50 each, which isn't that reasonable. But some people will probably still go for it just to try to upgrade the Magic Kingdoms, as purple is actually the most useful deed. So if you're going to bother doing it for one, purple is probably the one you do it for. But other than that, yeah, let's get into Guild Wars. It is obviously Purple Guild War Day today. We are obviously making last place due to missing so many people. With that being said, we're still trying to fill up the guild. Actually, we haven't been able to recruit anyone since, I believe, Tuesday of this week, right before Guild Wars. But yeah, we're still looking for 8 dedicated players. If you could do $1 million plus gold and do late game and end game Guild Wars, raids, invasions, Tower of Doom, stuff like that. We do have 8 spots left, so let us know, and we'll try to get you in. Actually, we could immediately get you in, assuming you could do those. And, yeah, where are we? Dead last, but that's mainly because we are fighting people with 30 people guilds with 22 people. Obviously, we are going to go down. I believe bracket 2 last place goes to bracket 4. I'm not 100% certain. Goes to bracket 3 or 4. I know normally you move down by 2, but I forget if specifically bracket 2 moves down by 2. I know bracket 1 does, and I forget if bracket 2 does. For whatever reason, I feel like it doesn't, but it probably does. It'll probably be bracket 4 next week, which is fine. Because if we move down 1 or 2, technically it doesn't matter as much. Because the bracket 3, 4, and 5 loot is exactly the same. The only real difference is if you make first or second place in bracket 1, you move up. I mean, in bracket 3, I mean. Those are the only 2 locations that is technically different within bracket 3, 4, or 5. So that's not really too big a deal if we move down a little bit, as our general loot will be the same. Anyways. Let's go do Purple Guild War. So I did want to try a different team. This is what we normally try. Right over here is this Guild War Purple team right here. Or at least the last few months, anyways. Obsidious, Life and Death, Leprechaun, and Infernus. It was suggested by someone. Though, I think we're going to go back to the classics. No, never mind. Not against Freeze. No! Seriously, I was just talking about earlier how no one runs Freeze or Frost Mage. And now this team is 4 Freeze options with Frost Mage. Actually, we didn't check to see if it's Frost Mage, but yeah, it's Frost Mage. Really? Okay, never mind. Scratch that plan. We're sticking with this team for at least one battle. Wow. What even? Didn't I just say the other day, like, no one's running Frost Mage anymore? Every single one of his options is Freeze. That's insane. Well, we're sticking with this one. Scratch that. Hopefully the whole guild isn't running that. I wanted to try Elamagrim again. But if they're running Freeze, we can't. Elamagrim is extremely hard countered by Freeze. That's why we stopped using it for the longest of time. But I do want to start using him again, but not if that's the team we're up against. Okay, that gave us a really nice board. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to do with these blues. There's Obsidious. I could throw that for some poke. I believe I want to hold for now, though. And a nice electric turn off the Cascade. One nice thing about not having blue on our team, though, is we can't be frozen on it. So it doesn't matter how much he tries freezing us. Even if he freezes our entire team, we will not be frozen on blue. One of the nice advantages of not using a color is you will always have immune to that color. Probably one of the only advantages of not having a color in your team, for the most part. That's a pretty big one when you're up against freeze teams. So we're not frozen on red, so we'll grab that. Unfortunately, a little bit short on mana. I could Obsidious for it as long as we hit 2 reds. Wait, what's What's your color difference? Yellow. I would have to hit at least 2 yellows. We'll definitely end up doing with this, so we will go for that. That'll give us our Infernus cast. Let's take the blues over, throw in Infernus, and should almost be good to go from there. We'll take that. Good to go for Skull. Cascade's brown. We actually do need that, so we'll go for it. Didn't get it off of Sky, though. The extra brown we needed for an extra turn. But let's go through this. Throw life and death at it. Let's see. That's not enough damage, is it? No, it is not. We'll go do some Frost Orb. Doesn't really do much boost ratio, luckily, because we didn't really have any freezes on our team. Other than the one that it applied, which I forget if it boost ratio is off of or not. I don't believe it does, because it applies after the fact. And that should be a kill. We stood down a bunch of skulls instead. There we go. Okay, hopefully we can go into Elmagrim. I don't think I'm going to switch out of this team yet, though, just in case the entire guild is Frost Mage. Better not be. Are you Frost Mage? Okay, good. It's not Frost Mage. It is time. Actually, I didn't even make the team. I was just going to replace it over. But I guess we'll use one of these lower teams that we're not really using. It is time for Hellcat. Let's see if I can even remember the team. I'm pretty sure I remember what the team is. It's Hellcat, Elmagrim. I might want to check Hero to see if there's a better option these days. It's Hellcat, Elmagrim. Like Elemental Bow, what colors does that create? If that creates purple and something else, it might be worth it. Infernus, which is one of the other big things that Infernus gets used for, feeding burn to Elmagrim. And Umberwolf for Perpetual Purple. Though we could theoretically use actually, never mind. Perpetual Red wouldn't be as good. It would help, though. But it wouldn't be as good as Perpetual Purple, because Elmagrim needs the purple specifically. But yeah, there we go. Pure purple. We only use 4 different colors, but it uses those 4 colors very, very well. Let me double check. What can we use underneath weapons that isn't useless? Why is it not letting me pick a weapon? Oh, because I have a search on, that's why. Duh! Let's click over there. Also, I didn't even say hello to everyone yet. Hello, everyone! Hello, Isabel! Hello, Regina! Hello, William! Hello, Cookie! Hello, Hello, Siplamon! Hello, Tom! Hello, Adrian! Hello, Renwith! Hello, Joseph! Hello, Oliver! Hello, Annalise! Hello, Wow! Hello, hello, Clarence, and hello, everyone else. Welcome. You're building Frost Mage, so you can be annoying in it too. Don't! Actually, I forget if I use Frost Mage on any of my defense. I should be. If I'm not, I definitely should be on one of the days. Anyways, I'm looking for a weapon that would fit here. I'm specifically looking for, I believe, yellow-purple. I believe Elemental Bow is what I'm looking for. What do you create? You create blue and green. You do not create purple. Let me check something. Purple weapon that creates purple. Does Slicer? Yeah, Slicer does. The problem with that, there's no construct on this team. Right? Stone Slicer. Didn't I use purple? Oh, oops. I have all colors on. Any color I meant. Yeah, that's what I thought. The only issue with it is it boosts on constructs. And there's no construct hero class, and there's no constructs on this team. That's the theme of a weapon we would need to make this team work. Though red and purple would be more ideal, feeding mana into itself. But no, it just doesn't. So we're not gonna bother with that. Okay. Now we just need to change our banner. Banner. We need a good minus blue banner or a good minus green banner. Let's just check what both of them have. That is not too useful. So we could use the +2 yellow one. That one's a bit more useful. Let's do purple +1 brown. Don't think we're going to be able to get more useful than that for now. So we'll just go with that. Okay, let's see how this goes. So this will be... Let's just rename the team. Rename this to... Elmagrim. So I don't think we ever had this banner. Did I just spell Elmagrim wrong? Yeah, I forgot the U in there. Yep, forgot the U. Oh, I did not mean to share it to guild. I should just go say misclick. Let's... I guess it doesn't matter. It's a Purple Guild War Day on a Purple Guild War Day. I think they'll understand what it means. Okay, let's see how this goes. It's been ages since I ran an Elmagrim team. When it works well, it works very, very well. The problem is getting it to work well. Hey, we could always Leprechaun start it, but then we don't have the Purple Storm. Okay, and we won. We already won. It's over. Actually, no, it's not over yet. I forgot. It doesn't have as good an Infinite Lupus Truffle. Though it can do a partial infinite loop. Kind of like how Divine and Shpala plus Quillen combo does. Like, it doesn't infinitely loop, but it loops enough that it normally wins within its loop. That's the kind of infinite loop it has, or infinite. It's not like Truffle where it can literally go infinite. That's the next closest thing. Yeah, that's the power of Elamagrim and why I used to run it like every single time. And of course he's gonna revive. Well, I could just do that into Infernus, it looks like. Right? Is Infernus enough yet? Yes. And let's do that. And he's dead. Actually, that was exact enough. Well, technically it would have done 3 more damage because of burn, but almost exact enough. What's our score? Pretty low, because we lost on 2 days. We lost twice on one day and once on another, if I'm not mistaken. Does this one have freeze? Good, another not Frost Mage, though he does have some merge, which makes Elamagrim a little bit annoying to use. However, we can use Infernus and Hellcat to damage instead. Hello, Clarence, welcome. Okay, I'll take that. Actually, I'll take the yellow over. Unfortunately, we're frozen right off the bat off of his not Frost Mage. Because that still has freeze too, which is a bit bad because this team when frozen is like auto lose category of bad. Let's see. I don't want to give him that much purple, though I want him to give us that much purple. So I might be sacrificing Hellcat right here. Sorry, Hellcat. That's quite unfortunate. I can't take anything too good there. We might lose to freeze. But yeah, that's generally how this team goes. You get frozen, you auto lose. That's pretty much this team in a nutshell. You could get unfrozen, that would be great. We haven't even mass burned them yet because we haven't gotten a single extra turn somehow. Oh wait, yes we have. They just have immune to it. No, never mind. Yeah, they have 2 immunes, right? You have immune. And do you have immune? No, you don't have immune. But you have cleanse. Aha, that's why. That would explain it. You don't have immune though. Okay, so you naturally cleansed. You cleanse off of ability, and you just have immune, and obviously that's still burning. Okay, I don't want Elamagrim yet. That's too bad of a board to try going for on it. That's gonna be a better board though. Did we take the skull though first? We're gonna get a 9 gem spawn. I'm tempted to take skull just to make sure he doesn't entangle us. But then again, you have immune. But still, at least we get to secure a kill there. We'll take that down. He's cursed, so he can be entangled now. Now he can be entangled. But, what do we do with this board? I kind of just want to Elamagrim to clip the first slot kill. However, never mind. It's going to be 1 less damage than what we need. Very unfortunate. Suna stealing our magic, making Elamagrim a lot more useless. We have a problem. We have an Infernus is our only true problem, which is really bad against Suna. I guess Suna does get bigger the more she casts, and normally she doesn't have the opportunity to cast that many times. But in Guild Wars, that tends to differ. But yeah, it seems like the team's still bad. This is one of the reasons why I dropped it. It basically auto loses the second it gets frozen. Like, your chance of winning on a freeze battle is near 0. Or very, very close. We might need to try a skull spam one soon. For Guild War days, just to give it a shot. Using the same team, really? Okay. Actually, let's try Skull Spam right now. But then again, we're up against Farce Troll, which makes it slightly less tempting to go for Skull Spam. Trying to think of team composition for next battle. I think we go Leprechaun build. Leprechaun build Skull Spam. So we need a Leprechaun. We need a Glaceon. We need a... Actually, do we bother bringing out Alderfather? Nice red to purple and yellow to skull. That could work. Even though it has some color conflict. And then we just need a really big mythic that fills most of the gaps. That also fills that role. I don't think there's an option for that. Zugoff! Oh, there somewhat is. Yeah, whatever I choose should use blue. What's the other option? Well, looks like Zugoff. Looks like a Zugoff. I don't think I've ever used Zugoff in Guild Wars now that I think about it. Give it a shot and see what happens. Interesting. We'll give it a shot. Though we only use one color related to that initially. I could use the +2 blue and feed to Zugoff. Seems somewhat tempting. Zugoff is going to have a mana problem. We're going to be exploding the greens anyways. Oh, wait, there's Barn Banners. Oh, duh, we could go to +2 purple to blue. That works even better. Okay, we'll go with that then. We'll take that, which is like the inverse of the other one. Okay, let's see how this can do. Glaceon, Alderfather, Zugoff, and Leprechaun. Yeah, I think we put it like that. Okay, let's see how this goes. No hero again. There's just no room for hero. The only thing we could put hero... The biggest issue with hero in Guild Wars is you're not allowed to use any weapon. The reason we use it so much in other game modes is you're allowed to use any weapon. But in Guild Wars, you're color restricted. And when you're using a color restricted weapon, there are normally a lot less options that you have. Just because the weapon that you might need to make the team work, let's say like Mang in this case, you aren't allowed to use. That's not the direction I want. Why is it not going down? There we go. Okay, so that just got entangled. That is unfortunate. Generally, we want to avoid that. Actually, we don't have an unentangle option, do we? Well, let me go clip a kill. You don't have stealthy, right? Double check. Yeah, you don't have stealthy, so we can just target you directly with this. Get our thing that should have been a kill, but unfortunately not because of the freeze. Go get all of our mana to go do it again. And we shall just instant kill everything. Instant kill all the things. Nothing shall survive our Zugoff. Okay, what's your convert again? Red to purple, yellow to skull. Oh, that has alignment. We don't have any skull damage, but you have alignment. Let's see, we'll take that. Glaceon, can you do anything? Not really. We're having a you're still entangled problem. At least he's entangled too, if nothing else. Okay, do we have alignment? No. We still go for it? No. I think we just take mana, actually, and just go for the instant kill again. I should probably just go kill him, just so we don't have to deal with it anymore. So yeah, we'll go for that, even though it's almost dead. And now we just need to wait until we get unentangled now. I could act out of this. I don't think I want to, though. I'm gonna hit 0 anyways. Just take mana. There we go. And now we can win. I like it. I think we might stick with this. Actually, it worked really well. That worked surprisingly well. Let's try it again. We're up against Yago Queen of Tanya combo now. It gets to counter that pretty easily too. I say that and we're probably gonna lose. But it does, because it gets to convert out the colors that it needs the most. Now we'll take that out for now. Take the other blue. Grab our explosion. Yeah, this might actually like legitimately be our new Guild War thing, even though I literally just randomly created it to try to make a skull spam team. As I say that, we're about to like completely get obliterated here. Yagway, don't do first turn win. Yagway, don't do first turn win. Okay, well, we lost. Never mind. I think this team can still easily beat it, but that's an outlier. You generally don't get first turned, so that's one of the reasons why people use that. Is you can get first turned, where your entire team just dies instantly. One of the reasons why it's so strong. Well then, that happens. Why does it feel like teams get luckier in higher brackets? Seems to happen like every single time we move up. Like the same teams we would normally face with almost the exact same stats just seem to kill us more often in higher brackets. Like that team's not normally too hard to deal with unless it gets super lucky. It just seems to get super lucky more often. But oh well. We're sticking in the bottom of the bracket, which is going to happen regardless. All we're doing these Guild Wars for is for fun, for the most part, this weekend for practice of guild warding. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm almost below my own guild requirement. We do ideally want to hit 40,000 each week. If you're hitting under 40,000, that's generally a bad sign of you might not have a good enough troop combinations. But we're not kicking anyone this week for it since we still have a smaller guild. But generally, I do want to keep an eye on anyone who is under 40,000. Because that's a pretty bad sign. Because it's pretty hard to actually get under 40,000. Unless you just don't have the troops to be able to do higher level guild wars. But once we move down a bracket or two, it'll probably be a lot easier for some of these people. Newer people. Plus they'll be able to get some loot. Because some of these people are relatively newer. Like they're the low 1,000s. Like when you're like under 1,100. you're basically a brand new player at that point in the current state of the game, at least in the current state of late game, end game. So they still need to go get more troops built up, where they could do a little bit better. But we'll see how it goes. But anyways, that's how it is for now. I don't think anyone in my guild got flawless week. Nope, no one is even close to a flawless week, actually. I think Michael's the next closest. Actually, our bracket one. I mean, yeah, they're both actually tied as far as how close they are. Because they both lost 3 times. Actually, how many times did we lose this week? We lost 6 times this week. 2 today, 1 on both the others. We only got 1 day where we didn't lose. What the color day was that? I'm pretty sure it's yellow if I had to guess. Yep, it was yellow. That makes sense. Yellow is probably my strongest Guild War team right now, I would say. Also, our defend team did surprisingly well today. Hold up. Look at that. Forest Troll, Gob Truffle, Mirage Queen, and Elemental Bow. I guess the high brackets aren't used to that. Because that is not a really common team to set for defend. Like, that is a very, very weird defend team to set. But I haven't set just because I was trying to think of something like to use a truffle as optimally as possible on a defend team where you can only use 1 truffle. And that was basically what I ended up deciding. And it did really good this week. Normally it averages around where the other ones are. But I'm pretty sure everyone in bracket 2 are not used to that team ever popping up. That might have caught them off guard. But, yeah, it worked. Apparently it worked to some degree. That's nice. Anyways, so that's that. Let's go do the useless adventure board that we have today. A horrifically bad loot. But, we have gold, common gold, rare gold, and common trait stone. That is almost the worst possible loot you can get. Really close to it. But it's free classy XP. So even when it's horrifically bad loot, you still take it because classy XP is classy XP. Oh yes, it is Saturday. I was gonna do the honor. We are gonna hand out some honor today. I'm not sure what we're gonna do it based on though. I'm not sure what we'll do it based on. So we might just keep doing what we have been doing. For the first 5 people that say hi, when we go and check, we'll give a code to. And that's Global Chat 1 on PC mobile version. Though technically I could do it for both versions. I'm not sure. Do we even have 5 people who play the Switch version here? I know not nearly as many people play the Switch version. It still has a player base though. But I know it's way smaller than any of the other platforms. The PC mobile version of it's still the best. Because you still have mobility, because you play it on phone, and you also still have it for PC. On Steam with achievements and everything. Plus, it's normally the least buggy version, and the one that they support the most. As far as updates. Well, obviously, all the things get updated. But what I mean by that is, it has the least amount of bugs. And when it does have bugs, it tends to be the one that gets the focus for updates. Also, the beta is literally tested on the PC version. It's one of the reasons why the PC version is generally the most stable version of the game. Because they actually test the game on PC. They don't necessarily always test it that much on the consoles. Or even at all. I don't even know how much they test it on console. Because I know whenever they did the beta publicly, it is 100% tested on PC. The only exception to this was when they beta tested it once for phones. I forget what one of the reasons were for that. But there was one patch where they beta tested for phones, as well as PC. Otherwise, they've always been for PC. Let's see. You got pretty much always 40k since level 250 or so. That without kingdoms. Yeah, generally 40k is the baseline that you want to be aiming for the most part. Anything below that's generally a bad sign, unless your guild is just starting out or if you're a newer player. Like a brand new player, like under 500 player. Though it can also be you're in too big of a bracket for your level. Like if you're losing a bunch, it's either because of gameplay, but it could also be because of you're just in too big of a guild. Because if you don't have the troop options, late game Guild Wars is very, very hard to do. Even with the options, you can still completely get obliterated. There we go. Okay, next order of business. Let's go do dungeons and the Parrot. And then we'll probably hand out code and I guess we'll hand out the honor thing. Might as well do both at the same time. Andrew Yang should be giving a cookie dough gift dividend. Oh yeah, Andrew Yang rising in the polls. So is Warren. I don't know how I feel about Warren, honestly. Like, ultimately, I feel like I probably wouldn't vote for her. I'm not sure. I still have a lot of reservations when it comes to her. But, I don't know. It's complicated. She just seems too corrupt in some regards. It almost seems like it's going to be Hillary Clinton all over again. It's not as bad because at least she has, I will say that Warren has better policies than Hillary Clinton, hands down. Like, did Hillary Clinton even have any policies? She was basically just running on, I'm not Trump, essentially. Obviously made her lose. But Warren at least has, like, a lot of decent policies, but some of them I don't really agree with as much. Trump 2020. Oh no, I'm all in for Yang. Oh yeah, the impeachment hearings are starting to go on too. Wonder what will ever happen with those. They chose a really weird thing to try to impeach off of though. Like, of all the things they chose to impeach off of, I'm really surprised this was like the thing that they decided to do. They're basically trying to argue that Joe Biden is less corrupt than Trump. Which is kind of funny because they're both corrupt. It's just a really weird thing to try to argue for. Like, out of every single thing that they could have chose to try to impeach off of, that just seems like one of the weirdest. To finally decide off of it. Nancy Pelosi definitely has to go, though. For sure. I believe she's being primaried soon. I forget if this season she's actually being primaried. Hope she is. What do we take here? We'll take that for now. Yeah, I'm all in for Andrew Yang. 100%. And if he doesn't make it, my vote's likely Bernie. Oh, we'll take that one over. Trump will find a get out of jail free card. I wouldn't be surprised. No, I don't think ultimately he would be jailed for anything. Even though he easily could be. Andrew Yang is a businessman too. He ended up starting up his own startup, an educational company, and then sold it for like millions upon millions. And now he's running for president. Let's go take the bird here. Oh, why am I using key? Actually, yeah, key is correct. Class is incorrect though. What am I looking for? What am I looking for here? I am looking for... I'm so bad at talking about politics, though. Like, mentally, I can think about it pretty decently and, like, writing about it. But I'm really bad just, like, randomly trying to remember facts. Let's see. Because obviously I don't really, like, memorize all of them. I'm not that politically savvy. Not even close. Let's see. That one over. Hello, Seaward, welcome. Yang is probably more corrupt than Trump. Well, he hasn't really had any time to have any scandals. Like, he's had essentially no scandals so far. I think they brought up one thing recently where he, like, fired someone for being pregnant, but it was, like, a complete misunderstanding as far as, like, why he ended up firing her. She just happened to be pregnant at the time. And now they're, like, coming back to say, like, he just fired her because she was pregnant. And that's, like, his biggest scandal of everything they could possibly dig up on him so far. Oh, even take care. Take the other thing. Grab our other green. Grab our key. And then we should be able to get max mana off of that. There we go. And we got a map. Not like we need them anymore. Maps are still excessively useless in this game. That has not changed. Yeah, I know, just because there's no known scandal doesn't mean there isn't one. Of course. What do we take? We'll grab that for now. Let's see. Let's take the green over there. Acorn. That sounds like something he would do. He's quite a nerd. And he actually has admitted to doing a lot of gaming when he was younger. Okay, 4 more battles, and then we get the Parrots. I don't know, I'm just really surprised no one else has adopted UBI to their policies yet. Been for UBI for years, and now there's finally someone who's actually running on it. And while it's not the most optimal UBI setup ever, I haven't seen a single other candidate suggest it yet. How many pets do you need of this thing? We need like 27 more pets before it gets maxed. Or 28 or something. We need an absurd number. But we're not trying to get it maxed. We're just trying to get more copies of it and food. Yeah, some people say it's still too early to try doing UBI. I honestly don't think it is too early yet. Because you generally would want to have it implemented before it's too late. Like, if you're trying to implement UBI once automation has already become, like, extremely huge, like, you've kind of already missed the point. Like, you would have had years of it being bad for a lot of people. You would generally want to do it before it gets to that point. And we're starting to get to the point where it is, like, right barely before that point. I probably will in the next, like, decade. It's definitely moving closer, though. Polling has shown it gone up, like, 10% in favorability. Compared to just, like, months ago. Hello, Rage! Welcome! The only real big issue with UBI, though, is unless you could somehow do some kind of global UBI, it might not necessarily make too much of an impact. As far as work is concerned. Just because everyone will always just outsource their jobs to third world countries. Where they can pay way cheaper. There's obviously some jobs that you would never be able to do that for. And some of those jobs can also be automated away. But it still would mean overall less jobs. Barack Obama even mentioned something like that. Where almost every single person, the economy is kind of shifting in a way where almost every single person will need to be an entrepreneur to some degree. In one way or another. Going into the future. Just because that's the only, creating your own jobs is like the only way soon, eventually, where you'd actually be able to get work in some sectors of the economy. Let's see, we'll take that over. Grab the other hit. And then we stick that into the final hit. It's kind of funny, too. Obama actually mentioned in instances that he was kind of for UBI, but never even, like, attempted to push for it. There's a lot of stuff he didn't push for. I didn't really keep a really close eye to his presidency because I was still younger at the time and didn't really care about politics at all. But, I don't know. There's so many missed opportunities that he could have done that he never did. And Obamacare was just a complete and utter failure in every possible way. Oh, we still need 5 more battles. Okay, well, let's go and hand out code. And then we'll go give out the honor in a little bit as well. But let me do the code first. And then probably head over to Warrens, because next Tuesday we're going to be maxing out Warrens. Let's see, we'll take that over. So I feel like I'm talking about politics like this entire stream. Sorry about that for people that don't care. I know, I tend to go on whatever tangent chat mentions. Let's see. For this one. Do I have any codes that work? Gosh. Oh yeah, it was the last 5. Here we go. That one will work. There we go. Refresh on that. Put that over there. Paste that right in there. Copy, copy. And there you guys go. In the future, even prostitutes will be outsourced for AI sex dolls. That's funny. I wouldn't be surprised. Technology is getting pretty good in that regard. Let's see. I think it's becoming extremely popular in Japan as well. Like, even more so than, like, any other location of the world. Where robotics are basically overtaking, like, actual relationships. Let's see. But anyways, let me go and, what was I about to go do? Fail. Oh yeah, Warrens, duh. And then we'll go, after the first Warrens delve, we'll go hand out 5 honor in global. People are already saying hello. No, we're not handing it out yet. We're handing out after first delve. We're using this, right? Yeah, that's correct. We're using it with Titan. Okay, we'll go get all that converted. And it was kill the middle too. Grab our greens that we need. Get our mountain. Feels so good to be able to use mountain again. I would use mountain on every single Guild War day if I could. It scores very, very, very well. The only problem is if you try using it, you're not being pure color unless you do it on brown day. You, for one, welcome your sex doll overlords. Hey, it's cheaper than getting married. No, it's more fun doing it with actual people. Because you get to build relationships and everything. I'll go this way. We'll take that one over for now. Grab the green, did not get a Skull Sky. And it was a Apothecary onto purple there. You have no problem for the code, everyone. And we'll give out the honor after this delve, as I mentioned. If anyone still has any other questions, let me know. Also, what even are our conversations today? We went from talking about the game to cookies to politics and then to sex dolls. What a weird conversation. I'll take that over. And I'll go take our Devourer there, and then get our Apothecary onto that. Was yesterday the first stream that got deleted? No, the stream wasn't deleted. Did I forget to post it? It didn't get deleted. It is up, right? Let me go double check. It shouldn't be deleted. I'll go double check. Also, why is the loading screen taking so long? I'll go double check while loading screen's taking forever. Where's Video Manager? Last I recall, it's still uploaded. I can see it right now, even without being in the Video Manager thing. Yeah, it got uploaded. What are you talking about? Yeah, it got uploaded. It's uploaded and there and sitting there. We didn't stream earlier this morning, if that's what you're referring to. Oh, only half was posted? Oh, no. We ended up, it was kind of hard to tell because the chat didn't get saved at the end. But we ended up just ending the stream after that point. I tried making some more adjustments to make sure it didn't disconnect. And so far, I don't want to jinx it though. It hasn't disconnected since then. But hopefully it doesn't. But I tried adjusting it some to make sure it wouldn't disconnect again. And did some things that the internet said to do. But not sure how long that'll actually hold up, or if that actually did fix the issue. But hopefully it did. So far, as I mentioned, we haven't like completely crashed since then. Though we've only done 2 streams since then, so that might be why. But let's hope it stays that way. Yeah, you commented on the first half was the whole stream, though. Is what I'm saying. I don't want to jinx it. Jinx it. What, did this stream just go down? I don't think it did. And if it did, it just went down for a second. I mean, like, actual full crash. Like, it's still going to go down for, like, several moments here and there. But I'm talking about, like, full-blown, it just crashes kind of level of crash. Like, where it goes down and doesn't come back up. Or, you know, when it gets split into 2 different videos and stuff like that, because it crashes all the way. I wasn't referring to, like, little mini ones where it goes down for, like, a second or 2. That's almost always going to happen. I'll take that one over. Are there any other Gems of War streamers? Twitch is barren. Key Lime streams occasionally. I'm not sure how often he's been streaming lately. But the only other stream is Salty, who's the community manager of Gems of War every Monday. That is quite literally the only big one on Twitch. And the only other one on YouTube is generally Key Lime. He doesn't have any schedule for it, but he occasionally streams the game. And I'm not aware of anyone else who does it like on a relatively regular basis. So Key Lime has no schedule, but he normally streams more than Salty. Like he does it, I think, a few times a week. I normally catch like once a week if I happen to see him on. Some weeks I don't, just because it is relatively random, it seems, when he streams. Oh, he did stream earlier today. Nice. Yeah, he probably saw I wasn't streaming and was like, hey, time to go take that slot. Yeah, I ended up getting busier today between sleeping in and having some other things I need to do. Because there's stuff I want to get done before that mini vacation, both personally and for the channel. So I haven't started doing the channel stuff yet, but I do need to. There's a lot of stuff I need to pre-record before before October 13th. Because as I mentioned earlier, I'm basically going to be gone from the October 13th to about the 27th or so. I'll still be around, and I'll still probably have a video almost up every single day, if not every single day. But there won't be any streams during that time. I'll have a lot of guide videos up during that time. And if anyone still has any suggestions, let me know, because we are going to have an absurd number of guide videos up. Like probably upwards of 10. Hopefully one per day. And one per day would be around 14. Earlier in the life of this game, was there a high streaming presence? No. Earlier in the life of this game, there was almost no content for the game. One of the reasons why I made a YouTube channel around Gems of War. Or it actually was just a general YouTube channel. But it basically got centered around Gems of War pretty quick. But yeah, it had basically no content online for it. Almost. Like very, very little. The last year, it's gotten quite a bit more online content, though. I'll take Brown for now. You love his pet speedrun thing. Yeah, he uses the raft team for it, if I'm not mistaken. He wins in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds or so. Or a little bit higher than that. One of the quickest pet battle teams in the game. Basically take one skull and then auto win. Similar teams are ran for PvP as well. I need to transform on that. I guess we just mountain into it. When am I going to do my first official speed run? I've technically sped run Stardew Valley before. I actually claimed one of the world records because it was so low at one time. And I was like, hey, let me go claim this world record because it would be so ridiculously easy. Held it for like, I think like 2 weeks or something. But yeah, like getting to the bottom of the mines or something. I forget exactly what it was. There's some kind of speed run for it. And I ended up getting the highest time at the time. And that video is actually, I believe, the second most viewed video on the channel. It's kind of funny because I just did it for fun. Like, I wasn't doing it seriously or anything. Just to have fun one day when we were doing Stardew Valley when I needed a break from actually playing the game. So we just did a speed run of a category. And somehow it became the second most viewed video on my channel. Just because it had an extremely clickbaity thumbnail. Like, ridiculously clickbaity. It actually looked really nice. Spent like an hour on that thumbnail. Getting all the assets and everything for it. Unfortunately, you can't really clickbait Gems of War videos. Nor would I really want to. Because it takes way more time to make a clickbaity one. It's one of the reasons why a general channel as well. That's unfortunate. But it still didn't go down at least. But yeah, the fix I did was mostly to make sure it doesn't like fully crash. It had something to do with the what's that called? The MS of the stream? The basically the not the ping. There's a special word for it. Well, I completely forget what it is now. But there's something related to the stream that I had set too high and I needed to lower it for the quality of the stream. That was one of the reasons why I was like crashing and not coming back. Doesn't mean it won't do mini crashes, but now it shouldn't like fully blow and crash anymore, hopefully. Let's see. Hello, Stacy, welcome. Also, that reminds me, we need to go hand out our honor soon. I did say after the delve. Wait, did we already finish the delve? I keep chatting that I'm not even paying attention to if we have to finish the delve or not. Oh, nope, we are in the last room of it. And then we'll go hand out the honor in global. Okay, take that over for now. Grab herself a... that for now. Take the blue and start getting our apothecary rolling. Take our green over. That's a weird position for him, but we should still be able to win easily. Get our Devourer onto you, just so you don't do a bunch of stats effects, because I don't want you to bury or submerge. Actually, bury or bless would be the most annoying in this context. Have 4 mushrooms. Or Truffle is a viable team. Especially if you're doing Amethyrax Purification, because that's quite literally the meta for that area. Yeah, let me get rid of that just so it doesn't move us again. Actually, never mind. Why did I do that? I should have let it move us. That actually would have been a good thing, not a bad thing. In the context of this battle right now. Oh, we'll go to that, get our mana. Oops, I thought that was extra turn alignment. It was not. And it was to kill with Devourer. There we go. How many Parrots you have now? I only got 1 additional copy, so that means I have 4 copies of it. There we go. Okay. Go and use the next one there, but before we do, go say hi to global chats and say first 5 to who say hello we'll give honor to. Hello everyone. Let's see. First 5. Go. The global chat 1 PC mobile. Hey, technically we got one. I don't even think it's from the stream, but I'll still do it. Oh, we didn't have as many people this time. Oh, there it goes. It probably because of stream delay, that's why. I forgot. I should have actually waited a moment. That's fine. I should have said to make sure everyone's on, like, live. Just to make sure no one's, like, slightly behind on the stream. Oh, there we go. Because I forgot there was, like, a few second delay. There we go. I don't think I missed anyone. Yeah, we got all the 5 of those. There we go. Thanks. There we go. But thank you, everyone. Let's go post a chest. Where's the chest? There we go. There we go. Oh, so I might as well just post my global or my redeem code to the thing. I'm not gonna bother making them go there. Let's see. Also, here was the code from earlier. Sure if it still works, if anyone wants to use it. I generally don't post it to global. But I probably shouldn't have put that thing next to it. Now it looks like it's part of the code. Should have put an emoji or something. I forgot that doesn't default to any emoji. Some of them do. Like this will default to that one laughing thing and stuff like that. But I forgot there's no default to that. I'm not sure why they didn't put one of the cat faces on that or something. Like smiling cat would have been like perfect for that. Like, some of them, they have it default to stuff, but some of them, they don't. Weird. Anyways, let's go claim our code. The same thing as always, of course. The one that we claimed earlier, and I just literally posted in global, so it's probably dead in like a minute if you haven't already claimed it, if it's not already dead. But 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Same thing as always, and that's just some shards from our faction. And there we go. But yeah, every Wednesday and Saturday now we'll be handing out all of our honor. We're going to be doing that from now on. Okay, give people an opportunity to actually get it up. Let's go do another Warrens. And then probably call it a night. For now. I'll probably finish the other 2 battles later, though. But one of them will obviously get delayed, and then I just need to do the other battle. Well, I could do both if I want to. I theoretically only have to do at least one, though. Because the other one can be delayed and still have the full value of it. Yeah, it seems like swapping glory these days is like the only way to really get it up. Or honor, I mean. There's so few instances where people naturally give it out anymore. Why we're starting to do it every Wednesday and Saturday. And the reason we don't do it every day is just to let it build up so we can do multiple at once. Oh, what on earth is this order? I am gonna be glad when we don't have to do warrens anymore. While I've become tolerable of this format over time, it is definitely not one of the better Delph layouts. It's decently creative in the paths that you have, but it gets annoying over time. Like initially it was annoying, then it wasn't annoying, and now it's starting to get annoying again. The layout of this Delph. It's because it can have really, really weird optimal pathing. Not the only Delph that's like that, but it's definitely a decently big offender of it compared to more recent Delphs. Every day I'm truffling. Yeah, truffle's insanely good. And I know what you're trying to reference. I forget what it's called though. The everyday I'm shuffling thing. What song was that? Or was that literally what the song was called? Also, I do not follow music like at all anymore. Ever since I wasn't in marching band or doing percussion or anything competitively, I like almost completely stopped like doing anything related to music, both instrumentally as well as just in general. Like I almost never listen to music these days. And if I do, it's probably video game music. Actually, speaking about video game music, Fire Emblem had really, really good music. Particularly the last two songs of Golden Eagle. I mean, Golden Eagle, what am I saying? Golden Deer, I meant. I like combined two different houses things. But Golden Deer, I meant. But, yeah, anyone who played it, actually, but technically both of them would actually spoil what it is. Up the stream just die for a little second. There it goes. Again, it did it. It's back. Well, it's not going down completely. So it seems to have fixed it some, but it hasn't fixed it enough to make it not go down. Maybe I need to lower it even more. This is the first time I tested it, so I could just keep tweaking it over time. I'm not sure if that's like, well, even the biggest thing that's even contributing to it. Because I know for sure my Switch still has connection issues, which has nothing to do with my computer at all. It'd have to do completely with my router and it's probably not Ethernet cables. I replaced them out for better ones several months ago. So it's not that. So it's either my service provider. It's like almost 100% either my service provider or wow, words. Service provider or router. I could not, for the life of me, figure that out for a second. It's either the service provider or router or both. Both of those two things I'll be updating in the next month. Probably mid-November or so. Sometime in November. Ideally by the end of November. Also, I'm not sure if this is finally going to be a year I get a new computer, but probably by the end of November, that's also around the time. But I'd probably order it around that time. It might not actually get here until a little bit later. I'm obviously not going to get expedited shipping. No point in getting it that quick. And since we're already updating stuff, I'm probably going to get a new webcam and stuff too. If nothing else, just to have a double webcam option for anything that might end up requiring two webcams. Because currently, if I ever need a double webcam for something, I only have one. I technically have a second one through the laptop, but it's horrifically bad to the point that it's basically unusable. Whereas that one's pretty decent to have as a secondary webcam. Even as a primary webcam, it does its job for most things. Not for absolutely everything, but it gets the job done more often than not. It's just really bad when it gets to high resolutions. It says it does 1080p, but it doesn't look 1080p at all whenever it tries capturing 1080p. The other thing I need to invest in too in this room, which might be one of the other issues with that too, lighting. I need better lighting in my room. Actually, the house in general needs better lighting. But of course, the only thing I need it for work-related stuff would be obviously this room. But yeah, I need to find better options for that. The other issue is I need more white light for it. Because the light I have right now is like more towards a yellowish tint. And for green screens, you generally want to run white light. Because it preserves the greenness more. We'll go for that. There we go. We'll take these ones. Yeah, there's actually a lot of projects around the house that I need to get around to eventually. I just haven't had the money for it, and most of them just aren't really that pressing of an issue that I bothered with them. Oh, no, I'm not a big fan of doing, like, anything house renovation-wise. Mainly because I physically wouldn't bother with any. So if I'm doing it, it's just, like, paying out money, a bunch of money. And generally, I wouldn't really see the value in doing the renovation relative to the money. What it could be spent on other things. Or just saving it or investing it. Only a level 3 chest so far. That is really bad relative to how many rooms we've taken out so far. Will we get at least one more upgrade before we hit the final room? Because obviously the final room we get 4 upgrades. One for the 100% chance and the other 3 from having a high quality. Or not really high quality. Getting a level 10 quality is relatively easy. Wonder if they'll ever expand that. You know what? Maybe they'll eventually make that the way they expand delves. I would really hate if they did it that way, but it would be somewhat understandable. I wonder if they would eventually raise quality to level 20. And by raising quality to level 20, they would make it so higher level delves would get better loot. Like, it wouldn't necessarily hit lower delves. They'd probably have, like, some kind of other category where if you hit, like, a certain length into the delves, or, you know, like, distance, you get, like, some kind of extra loot in some regard. Like an actual substantial amount. Or something like that. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't end up doing it that way, though. If you have more light, the tornadoes will see you and destroy your house. The area doesn't get too many tornadoes. Like, the only time this area ever gets tornadoes is during a hurricane. Like, it doesn't just, like, randomly get tornadoes otherwise. Only hurricanes end up causing them. Or, you know, land-bound. Of course, tornado is basically just a hurricane that's on the ground, essentially. Not exactly. But, that's pretty much what they are. They're somewhat similar. But hurricanes do cause tornadoes. But tornadoes do not cause hurricanes. We'll go for that over there. Grab a devour on that. And let's get everything exploded. Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, after our next battle, we'll probably wrap up for the night, so do let me know. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow, though, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And we will be going over the new stuff next week. And unlike this week, which was pretty uneventful, we have a lot of things going on next week. Like a ridiculously high amount. The most noteworthy ones being new faction, as well as new mythic. And I believe we're getting a somewhat decent event as well. But mostly the Friday stuff is going to be the larger ones. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of pure factions next week. Tuesday, we're going to be streaming all day pure faction. Well, not all day, but you know what I mean. We have to complete it on the Tuesday, so we're going to be doing quite a bit of that. And then on Friday, we'll be doing the same thing across the weekend, and we'll be messing around with the mythic. I don't think we're getting a new pet, though, unfortunately. That would have been funny if we got 3 new things in a week. Also, what on earth is this devour rate right now? We just missed it twice. Also, we will be doing Puzzle Quest again soon. Not 100% if I'll have time tomorrow. If I do, I'll try to post it, but just assume currently that there won't be one. But hopefully there will be, because I really want to start playing Puzzle Quest again on this channel. I want to complete it out before we take like that little break thing that's coming up soon. So yeah, I do want to make sure we get it completed by then. We should be able to, but yeah, need to get on that. Let's see. Let's take the purple there. I should hopefully have time tomorrow to do it, but no guarantee on that. I feel like my whole schedule the last few weeks, as well as this like whole month, almost the last few months, have just been like all over the place. It'll hopefully normalize soon, though. That's what I said back in like several months ago, and it still feels like it never really normalized. Oh, I'll take that over. This is the new normal. Yeah, any other questions? Otherwise, yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Let's see. Can you show the spoiler image real quick? Oh! Yes! I completely forgot because I didn't do a stream this morning. You're correct. Hold up. Don't leave, everyone. We have spoilers. I almost completely forgot about that. Actually, I did completely forget about that. Let's see. Ooh, we got spoilers. Let me do it through Twitter because it's easier to get the image. Wait, is it easier on Facebook or easier on Twitter? Let me try doing Twitter first. I believe it was easier on Twitter. Ooh, I completely forgot about that. Hold up. Don't leave. We got spoilers. Wait, did they not post it to Twitter? Is it only on Facebook, really? Why are you only posting spoilers on your Facebook? Okay, to Facebook we go. Wait, was there a spoiler image? Normally they post it to both if they're going to post it. It's really weird if they only post it to Facebook. But gosh, I haven't used Facebook in like a month or two. People still use Facebook? Like, people still use Facebook and Twitter? I don't understand the point of social media for the most part. Which is quite ironic given that I do streaming and YouTube. Because that's like one of the easiest ways to like advertise for free, is to use social media. Oh, wait, is there a spoiler? I don't see no spoiler. You lied. As they posted to the forum. I don't see it on their social media. They were supposed to do it on today, but it doesn't look like they did. I'll go check the forum. Normally they'd post it on their socials though, if they were gonna post it. Nope, there is no spoiler. Well, we'll probably do it tomorrow night then, because if they didn't do it today, I guess they'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, I don't see it. Where's this image of which you speak? Let's see. She was supposed to do one, but she said she might not, and I guess they leaned towards they didn't. But no, there was no spoiler image, unfortunately. But hopefully there'll be one by tomorrow night, and if there is, we'll go over tomorrow night. But never mind. Yeah, there's no spoiler image, so we can't go over it. I want to talk about it so badly, though. There's so many things that they could show. Actually, there's about like 3 to 5 that they could show. One of which would show almost everything if they showed it, which I really hope is the one they show, but they probably won't. Or if they did, they would do it like right before the patch, like the Saturday before. So if they show that one, it's probably coming very soon. They're doing a, not this Monday, but next week's Monday, they're doing a preview stream of 4.6, so patch is right around the corner. Is it a big patch or not? It's a mid-sized patch, but it'll have a big impact on the game. Like a really big impact. Like a really, 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 really big impact. Which we'll explain more later. But yeah, it'll have an absurdly huge impact. Like game-changingly large impact of gameplay. Is how big of a gameplay change it has. Oh yeah, hopefully we will be doing Puzzle Quest again tomorrow. Ideally, I will be. Even if I just do it for a few hours between everything else, I do want to play more Puzzle Quest. It is so much fun, and I haven't been able to get around to it lately. And we're about halfway through the game. Almost there. Once we start getting our better abilities, though, it starts speeding up a lot more compared to current rate, though. The only reason why it's so slow right now is, one, we're playing on hard mode. We're also playing with Blood Mage, which is supposedly the hardest hero class in the game. And it definitely feels like it, among one of them. Good or bad impact? Mostly good. Keyword on mostly. But no, it's a mostly good impact. I think some people would think otherwise. But honestly, I have nothing against everything that they did for this patch. Personally, at least. Unlike the previous patch, which luckily we were able to get some of it changed. But like how they implemented deeds. I'm still against some things with it, with how they did it. But at least they fixed the biggest issue, which was the discrepancy between people with deeds. Which they ended up fixing with the adventure board. So that was nice. But it didn't like fully fix it, just want that one specific aspect of it. And this new format, it feels like it's pretty solid for the most part. It's fun, it's rewarding, and it fills a lot of gaps within gameplay. Like a lot of gaps. Like every single hole within gameplay currently is filled with this new game mode. And I'll stop talking about it before I give away too much. But it's going to be a huge game changer for the game. Mostly positive. But the way that you go through like the normal daily gameplay loop might be a little bit different starting next patch. And I'll talk about that more later. But anyways, guys, hopefully we get spoiler image tomorrow so I can actually say something definitively. And we'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1.5 hours prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully we'll be playing Puzzle Quest sometime tomorrow. Throw it in for a few hours. I'll try to, if I do stream it, I'll hopefully have the thing up beforehand. If I don't end up streaming it, I'll probably just have the Gems of War stream up. So if you see like a notification for Gems of War stream in like several hours, that means no Puzzle Quest stream. But if it's I'll try to get the Puzzle Quest stream up like at least an hour ahead of time. The notification for if we are going to be doing it. But anyways, guys, I'll catch all of you later. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Goodbye, everyone, and catch you later. Thanks for watching. Oh, also, before we go, I can't not open this chest. Hold up. There we go. Oh, wow, we got a little bit of everything except gold. There we go. That's the chest. I just like saw that there. Is like, wait, we can't not open that. Also, what's our shards at before we go? 13,802. That's gonna go down to 0 next week. But anyways, catch you all later. Goodbye, everyone.